Mia had never been the suspicious type. She believed in boundaries, in trust, in loyalty. 7 years of marriage, and she trusted James with her life. He was the man who held her hand when her father died, who brought her soup when she had the flu, who danced with her barefoot in the kitchen on a Tuesday night. He was everything. Or so she thought. She never felt the need to go through his phone. Not once. Until that night. They were supposed to watch a movie. James had ordered pizza, and Mia had poured them both a glass of wine. He left his phone on the coffee table when he went to take a shower. It buzzed. She glanced at it out of habit. One message. One sentence. "Can't wait to see you again," her breath caught in her throat. She stared at the screen, numb. The contact name said KL. She didn't touch the phone. Didn't open it. She just stared. In the distance, she could hear the shower running. Her heart was pounding so hard it drowned out the sound. That night, she said nothing. She laughed at his jokes. She kissed him goodnight. And then she lay awake until 4 a.m., staring at the ceiling, every memory playing back through a new filter. The next morning, she told herself maybe it was innocent. Maybe KL was a client. Or a friend. Or a joke. But something was different now. She began noticing things she used to ignore, how he guarded his phone like a lifeline, how he turned the screen away when texting, how he smiled at messages he wouldn't show her. Still, she didn't confront him. She wanted the truth. The full truth. So she started watching. She researched spy apps. Not because she wanted to, but because she needed to. She downloaded one and mirrored his messages to her old phone. She bought a tiny camera online, the kind meant for baby monitors, and tucked it between the books on his office shelf. She told herself this wasn't revenge. It was investigation. And within a week, she had everything. There was no KL. There was Kendra. A barista he'd met on a trip to Denver 3 months ago. Their first messages were awkward, flirtatious. Then they turned romantic. Then explicit. He told Kendra that Mia didn't understand him anymore. That their marriage was cold. That he felt alive around her. He even sent her a playlist titled For Us. Mia listened to it alone in the car and cried for an hour. She printed the messages. Every photo. Every audio note. But the pain began to fade, and something else took its place. A strange, almost surgical calm. She created a fake Instagram account. Ava. A woman with long dark hair, emerald green eyes, and a smirk that could melt granite. She followed James. Liked 2 of his pictures, not too many. She waited. 2 days later, he messaged. "Hey. Do I know you?" She laughed. Not yet. Their messages were short at first. Innocent. But Mia knew exactly what to say to keep him curious. To pull him closer. To make him forget all caution. Within a week, he was flirting. Within 2, he was confessing how lonely he felt. How his wife didn't give him attention anymore. How he missed passion. Mia replied with crafted precision. "You deserve someone who sees you. Someone who listens. Who doesn't take you for granted." He lapped it up like water in a desert. She sent him audio notes using a voice changer. Warm. Whispered. Suggestive. He responded in kind. One night, he even told Ava that he hadn't felt this way in years. That he was thinking about her all the time. Mia sat in her car and listened to it 3 times. She didn't cry. Not anymore. Then came the final step. She told him she was flying into town. He said he'd clear his schedule. She asked him to book a hotel room. He did. She told him she wanted it to be discreet. No questions. Just one night. He agreed without hesitation. What he didn't know was that Mia had already been to the hotel. She reserved the room herself in Ava's name. She had set up a camera facing the bed. On the desk sat a folder filled with screenshots, printed chats, photos, and copies of their wedding vows. And a note. When you lie to someone who loves you, make sure they're not smarter than you. The day of the meeting, James told Mia he had a client dinner. She smiled, kissed his cheek, and said, "Have fun." He arrived at the hotel at 8:04 p.m. He walked in, expecting Ava. Instead, he found Mia sitting at the edge of the bed, holding his playlist. He froze. The color drained from his face. Mia, she didn't yell. She didn't cry. She simply said, "Sit." He did. She played one of his voice messages aloud. The one where he told Ava, "You're everything I wish my wife was." Then she looked him in the eyes. "I just needed to see how far you'd go." She left the folder on the table, stood up, and walked out. He didn't follow. 3 days passed. Then his life began to unravel. Mia withdrew every dollar from their shared accounts. Cancelled his credit cards. Froze their assets. She filed for divorce through a lawyer he'd never met. The same lawyer who'd helped book the hotel. Then came the video. She uploaded it anonymously. "How I caught my husband using a fake identity." It went viral within hours. Blurred faces. Altered voices. But people figured it out. His coworkers. His friends. Even his mother called. He lost everything. Not because of the affair, but because of the story. Because Mia had told it better than he ever could. Now, he lives in a one-bedroom apartment with peeling wallpaper and a leaky faucet. Every night, he scrolls through his phone, looking at that last message from Ava. Never lie to a woman who already knows the truth. Mia never replied. She never needed to. Because she had already written the ending. And this time, it wasn't fiction. It was justice.